this news report on our accuser Austin. I think he had something to do with excuse me, the killing of Tori Lane. So let's listen to him. So we don't want to accuse nobody. You want to could be somebody else in it, but I'll let y'all make that decision.
She really had some problems.
What kind of problems did she have?
Like coming home, like she was depressed. Like she was very depressed with she had with her mom being at home and situations like money situations and just just like
with her mom.
Her mom, how her mom would just go like head to head. You just like bump heads and you just don't come out of agreement. She'll move out. Like she don't want to stay with her mom and stuff like that. She'll find somewhere to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And
what kind of discussion did she have with her mom?
Let me see what thing. Like, okay, so one time she didn't want to like drive her car. So her mom was telling her like she didn't want her to drive and stuff, but she needed money and stuff. So Tori was upset that if she got to take Ubers and stuff to get to work and stuff like that, like she's not gonna have no money because she's spending money on Ubers and she's not gonna be able to make no money and stuff. So, but her mom like keep insisting that she don't need to drive the car and the insurance and stuff like that, and she was frustrated from that. So
you said her mom didn't want her driving the car.
Mm-hmm. I'm still like, that was the last thing. That was the last thing that happened.
The last thing that happened?
Yeah, like before she disappeared and stuff, ran away.
Oh, you said, so did she tell you that?
Yeah, cause she was having problems with her face. She was in the hospital and stuff. We was talking about when she was in the hospital and stuff, and her mom was saying she couldn't drive the car and stuff.
So her mom told her she can't drive in the hospital?
No, I'm saying when she was in the hospital, she had like problems going on her face and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like her mom, like before that, her mom was telling her like she couldn't drive the car and stuff like that. So we was talking, and when she got out the hospital, we were still talking about it.
Mm-hmm. And
she was mad upset about that and stuff.
Okay.
And other things.
Like what?
I'm trying to think. They always good. Like they always be arguing about something. Like her mom and her dad be arguing about something, and her dad come out home and just talking to him like be drunk or something like that, and she just like just going through stuff like that, and she didn't want to be at that house. She always told me she did not want to be with her mom. And that was she used to stay. She used to have a roommate. Like she found another house and had a roommate, but the roommate had kicked her out and stuff. And then she went with her grandmother, and she stayed with her grandmother and stuff. And her mom begged her to come back, and she didn't want to go back because her mom just kept begging her to come back.
Okay. So what other problems was she having?
She just mostly having money problems, and like her boyfriend or boy, like she just had problems like if he was cheating on her or like did he really care and stuff like that, and just money problems.
You said her boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Scoop.
Scoop?
Yeah.
Okay. So you said they were having issues and she was worried about him cheating on her?
Yeah, like cheating on her if he cared about her and stuff like that.
Why would she say that?
Because she's like sometimes say like you're not showing her affection, or like he just like not picking up the phone and he's somewhere else, or like regular things.
Mhm. Were they having issues prior to her passing?
They was good actually. They was like when they was around each other, so like she didn't tell me anything. They was like not good, but. She just said regular things like she just don't know if he's like, loyal and stuff like that. It's like no problems, but she just like saying good things but just like don't know.
Mhm.
So I don't know if he was like I think it was very good times.
So they were like actually official, like they were in a relationship for real?
Yeah, he was on each other every day and stuff like, cause me and Tori are real friends. So like when I ask her can you come like chill with me today? And she be like, nah, I'm gonna be with him, like stuff like that. So that is a real official. Like she ain't really not like if I ask her to come, she'll come.
What
She only like she go. Oh, I only been to his house one time. I think he's in Conyers or something.
Mm-hmm. Does he come over there though?
Sometimes he's like, well, I don't even see him. One time I see him is when he see me. Like, I don't see him. Like, every time I see him, like, it's when he see me 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever see him. I'll be at a gas station or something, or I don't see him like that. Only time when he see me, that's when I see him.
Gotcha.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, he just be popping up.
Mm-hmm. So you and Tori used to always hang out. People would just say like you guys were always riding around. Did you have a car?
Yeah, I have a car.
Okay. Do you have one now?
Yeah, me and my girl just bought one.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what were you working or anything?
Yeah, I was working on my construction job. Yeah.
When did you start the construction job?
Before
or after she passed?
That's after she passed.
Oh, okay. But before she passed?
But I had before she passed, I had the same job, but I had stopped working. Then I just got it back.
Oh, okay. When did you stop working?
I don't even know. I was thinking 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Okay, so you stopped working for like a month before she passed?
Yeah. I started working not a month before she passed, like 2 months before she passed.
Okay.
3 months? I don't even know.
Okay. Did Tori tell you how she met Scoop?
I was there when she met Scoop because you know how he pop up, he seen me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was in the car with Tori, and Scoop was talking to me, and then he was like, oh, your friend cute or whatever, you like your girlfriend or whatever. Now it's just my friend or whatever, and then just start talking there.
Oh, so she met Scoop through you?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you meet him?
When I just see him around and stuff, like, yeah, weed and stuff, I just be buying weed from him sometimes, and just, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to,
I don't care about weed. You could literally tell me he robs people on a regular. I don't care. My only focus right now is Tori.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, but
so you met him because he used to sell weed to you.
Mm-hmm. And you just start seeing him around a lot more. You start popping up. I just talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see me at the store, and you start talking. You come up to me and talk to me, and then you start talking to Tori.
Did Scoop know Marquez's boyfriend? People are telling me that Marquez's boyfriend knows Scoop, and that's how that Tori met him.
Oh, well, yeah, they do know each other.
Oh, they know each other?
Yeah, they know each other. They know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, what it was like, okay, Tori already knew, like, Scoop's people. Like, she already knew his people, but she just didn't know Scoop.
Mm-hmm.
So when Scoop, like, when he came together, like, he was like, realizing that they knew the same people already, but he just didn't know each other. So, they already knew each other.
So, do you know Marquez's boyfriend's name?
No, I don't. I know, like, cause she always talk about Marquez's boyfriend. Like, I just know Marquez's boyfriend. I don't know his name. Yeah.
Do you know Marquez like that?
No. I mean, chilled her like 2 times when she bunked around, and we wasn't really, like, we didn't talk like that. Like, we didn't really, like, we didn't hit it off. Like, we wasn't close.
Okay. But Marquez and Tori were close, right?
Yeah, they was close since she was little.
Mm-hmm. So it's so crazy to me because when I talk to Marquez says something about, like, her and Scoop weren't even really together like that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I'm like, Tori was saying, like, she don't know if he's loyal to her and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was, I feel like she was in it for real. Like, she was in a relationship for real, but he was still doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Basically, with her. You think he was using her?
Yeah, for rides and yeah.
His dad says something about Tori mentioned, or someone told him that Tori was riding around, or that Scoop was riding around like robbing people in like a blue car, and he was suspecting it to be Tori's car. Did she ever tell you anything about that? And like I said, I'm not worried about like them robbing people or anything. I'm trying to find connections, places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about that. I'm saying like if Scoop ever did anything or whatever, if you ever did anything, like she wouldn't tell me. Like she'd just keep it to herself. Like, I don't know. The only thing like she'll tell me like she'll like do drugs and stuff, and I'll tell her like she know I'm telling her like don't do that. Like you know the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't just be taking the drugs like you don't know what it is, and you don't like. So she wouldn't tell me like if he did anything like that.
So what kind of drugs were they using? I know she smoked weed, but was there something else?
Yeah, it was cakes and beans.
Mm-hmm.
And Jams.
Okay, so she was just popping pills with him.
Yeah, because like in the beginning, when we were just talking, like he was just like they trying to be cute and stuff, and he just put stuff in her mouth and stuff like. Oh, she told me, so I was like, you don't do that. Like you don't know. Like everybody take drugs differently. Like everybody's body take it different. You don't know what I can do to you. Like it do something different to him, but you don't know to you. So like I was telling I was really telling like y'all know if you should be with him.
Mm-hmm.
But like she won't tell me certain things because I'm not gonna want her to be with him. I'm gonna keep telling her, there's not a good relationship for you.
Mm-hmm. And what would she say?
She just make excuses like, oh, lay around me, like he's a good, like he look out for me when I need money, and just make excuses to make it seem good.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't tell me like anything bad. So like for me to say, oh no, you can't,
Mhm. Got you. When did your girlfriend move in?
My girlfriend moved in about 4 months ago.
Okay. So I was reviewing Detective Smith's notes about the night before she passed, or like the night where she came to your house.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Okay, so when she came, like, cause me and my girlfriend was gonna go outside and smoke, and actually, let me think. Cause I remember I was looking for my wallet, and I went to her house and stuff. I couldn't find it. I was looking for her, and still can't find her. And like, when I came home, my girlfriend was gonna go outside and smoke in front of my door. And when I opened the door, Tori was just standing there. Like she was looking weird.
Yeah.
So I cursed her out. I was like, "What's wrong with you? Like everybody looking for you. Like where are you? Like where are you right now? Like why are you not trying to be found? Like where are you?" And she just saying, "I'm okay. I'm good. I just need some weed. Like okay. So I told my girlfriend go outside. I bumped Tori inside so I could talk to her, like privately, like to make sure she's okay. Like what's wrong? Like what's going on? Because I could tell like something's wrong with you. Yeah, because I need to talk, because Tori and my friend Tori.
I know that had to be crazy.
No, my girlfriend didn't know about like Tori, like, because me and my girlfriend were just talking and stuff, like I'll be on the phone with my girlfriend, I'll be with Tori in the same time, we all just be talking, like, what? Oh, but I'll be talking to Tori and I'll still be talking to my girlfriend at the same time.
That's cool. So you told your girlfriend to go outside?
Yeah, like, give me a second where I can talk to her real quick. And probably because my girlfriend seemed like she looked at weird, like something was on her mind.
Yeah. And so what happened then?
When I went in my room, I was talking to her like, so where are you? Like, what? Like, tell me something. Like, what's going on? And she's like, I'm good. I'm okay. Like, I'm good. I'm just taking a break from everybody. I'm just trying to, like, I'm all right. I'm cool. So, all right. So I just gave her some weed, and I went outside, talked to my own girlfriend.
When you say outside, do you mean like outside the apartment, or in the, like, was your girlfriend in the living room and you and Tori were in your bedroom, or you mean outside?
Outside. My girlfriend was outside.
Okay.
And me and Tori inside my house.
Okay. And then you and Tori was in your bedroom talking? Yeah.
And I gave her some weed and she left. And I was talking to my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm worried about my friend. I don't know what's going on.
How much weed did you give her?
I gave her enough for like 2 blunts so she can, chill and relax.
Yeah. Just help her clear her mind.
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys usually smoke, when you stay outside your door, when you come out of your apartment, you take a left or a right?
Right, me and my girlfriend right there, I think, right on the right side.
Okay, so you take a right, and there's two sides up to your apartment, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the stairs closest to your door?
Yeah.
Okay. So your girlfriend sat out there on the right, and then
I came outside, and we talked for a minute, and she left, and I sat right down the right and smoked my girlfriend. I talked to her what we was just talking about.
So when Tori left, did you leave with her at all?
No.
You said you didn't leave with her?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So when she left, she just walked out of your apartment, or did you go downstairs to her car with her or anything?
The second time she came back, I walked down the stairs with her.
You said the second time she came back?
Yeah, she came twice. She came the first time and came back when she got done smoking weed and stuff.
Oh, okay. So around what time did she come the first time?
I don't know. It's still daylight. Like, not daylight. It was still light outside.
Okay. So was it was this before or after you went to her house trying to get your wallet?
I don't remember, because I was at her house 3 times. I'm sorry. I went to her house.
No, you're fine. Take your time. I know it's been a few months. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a good timeline. Sorry, I'm asking so many questions. I just want to, I'm trying to work your friend's case. I really want to get her family some answers.
I know. The first time I went to her house, that was not just with her. I went to her house, and then I went to her house again before she came, and then when she came, after she left, when she came, I went to her house again.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So you said you went to her house when you woke up?
Mm-hmm.
And had you spoken to her at all that day yet?
No, I was calling her, I was texting her.
Okay, so you went to her house and she didn't answer, or did you talk to her there?
I talked to her dad. I talked to her dad the second time I went.
So the first time you went, what happened?
Like, nobody answered the door, nobody was there. And then, I waited a couple hours, 2 hours or something, or 3, and I had to find another ride to take me over there. And I was over there, knocked on the door and stuff, and her dad just pulled up.
Yeah.
And I was talking to her dad, I was like, where's Tori at and stuff like that. And he was like, her mom has her phone, because the phone plan or something.
Okay.
And I'm like, she said Tori should be back. Like, she should be back soon. So, and I just found out weird because the other day, not the other day, but me and Tori, a couple of days when me and Tori was talking, she told me one day she told me she's not gonna have her phone because her mom's staying for the phone plan or something like that. But she told me that already before.
Okay. So then Dad said that she had her phone, and then what?
Her mom had the phone, so I came back home, and that's when she came back the second time.
So she came to your house before that?
Yeah, she came back. I went to her house, and I woke up. Went to her house again, I found a ride. That's when she came to the house after the second time, and she left. And then I went back to the house after she left the first time, and she came back the second time.
Okay, so the first time she came to your house, it was light outside?
Yes, and that's when I gave her the weed. And then when she came back the second time, it was dark.
Okay, so the first time you went over there, what were you going over there for?
My wallet. I left my wallet in her car.
Oh, okay. Where did you guys go when you left it in the car?
I think it was just in my neighborhood.
In your neighborhood?
Just smoking. Yeah, just smoking.
Oh, okay.
In the car.
So you went to her house, knocked on the door, she didn't answer, and then you went back home, and then a couple hours later you went to her house, and then that's when you saw her dad, and it was still light outside, and that's when he told you that Tori was gone, but her mom had the phone because they were switching the phone plans, and then you went home, and that's when Tori showed up. And she went in your room, and she said she was just taking a break from everybody, and you gave her some weed to smoke. Your girlfriend sat outside while that happened. And then She left. How long was she gone?
I don't know. I don't know how long she was gone. I left, went back to the house, and I took a picture of the door and sent it to her. I don't know how long she was gone. I sent it to her.
And sent it to her? Why?
Because I was looking for her.
Oh, you took a picture of her door?
Yeah.
Okay, so she left your apartment the second time, and
I think I sent the picture the second time I was like when I went there before she came to my house.
Okay, so then you went back to her house again after she left your house to get the weed.
Yeah.
Why did you go back to her house again?
She didn't my wallet. She didn't bring my wallet.
Oh, she didn't bring your wallet the first time? Okay, so you went back a third time. What happened when you went back the third time?
The third time, nothing. Nobody was there or anything. But she was going to be there.
Okay. Was it light outside, dark outside?
I think it was like, get dark.
Okay. Did she tell you where she was going when she left to go smoke?
Oh, because I kept asking, where are you going? Where are you going? I kept asking her and she would not tell me.
Okay, so then tell me about when she came back.
And she came back, she looked weird and stuff, and went downstairs to talk to her and stuff, and she had a gun in the car and stuff like that, and I told her to go home, like, to relax, like, cause she did this before, like, she always told her.
Where was your girlfriend at when she came the second time?
My girlfriend's in the room.
Okay, was it dark outside, light outside?
It was dark.
Okay, did you know she was coming again?
No, she just popped up. Like, I didn't know. She just kept popping up. That's why I kept saying, like, this is, like, it's weird, like.
Okay. So then you went to, so then she knocks on your door again when the second time she comes. What does she say when she opens the door? Or when you open the door?
I need to talk to you and stuff. I was like, we do need to talk because you, like, acting weird. Like, what's wrong? So we went downstairs and was talking. And I was crying to her because she's saying, like, she don't want to be here no more and stuff like that. And I was crying. So I was crying to her, trying to hug her. And she wouldn't let me hug her. And, like, nothing, like nothing.
You guys were sitting in the car having this conversation?
No, we were standing outside the car.
Okay.
And I told her to go home. I said, go home. Like, just, like, think about the future. Like, just go home. Like, things will be better. Like, just go home and relax. Just go home. And she was like, no. Like, just go home. She said, no.
Okay. And then what happened?
So I told her to go somewhere, like, just chill or something. Like, just relax. Just chill. And she was just crying. And I tried to give her a hug, and she didn't give me a hug, and she just left.
So you said she had a gun in the car? Okay. How did you see the gun?
Because when she opened the door, and I seen the sights on it. And I was like, what is that? What is that?
She opened the door and you saw the sights on it?
Like, when she opened the door, I looked in the car and seen the sights on it.
Where was it at?
It was like, you know how, like, people put the gun in between the seat?
It was in between the seats?
Yeah, it was in between the seat, but her car doesn't have a thing, what's it called? The armrest? Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just sitting right there.
And you saw the sights?
It was green, so it was a scene, like, I knew what it was, like, I just knew what it was.
Okay. So then you saw the sights and you said, what's that? And what'd she say?
She said, it's a gun, like, it's a gun. She said, I don't want to be here no more. So I was like, no. That's the third no. It's like, it can be better, like, if things could be better. I was crying to her, saying, like, trying to say good things to her. You know, because she did this before, like, she didn't never take no gun before or nothing like that, but she just always said, like, she was going to kill, so she don't want to be here. She don't, like, you know, don't want to be here no more with all these problems and stuff. And I just always tell her, like, good things like that. Like, I've never cried to her before, but, like, I cried this time.
What made you cry this time?
Because she was acting weird, like, the whole time. Because when she left the first time, like, in the hallway when I was smoking my girlfriend, I was telling her, like, I'm worried about my friend. Like, this is real. Like, she ain't never just pop up on me like this and, like, you know, just, like look like this and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started seeing the gun and stuff, I just felt sad because like she like really gone through something, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to help her. I don't know how like what to say to her.
So
I'm just trying to.
you guys had a conversation standing outside.
I mean, you chill out with her. I wasn't thinking about her because she's more important than my wallet.
No, I agree. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to I want to make sure I have all the details, so I don't have to keep calling you and bugging you because I know you're busy. But that's the only reason why I'm asking so many questions. So I apologize. Did she have your wallet when she came the second time?
I don't know.
Okay, so you said I'm just curious why you think she got a little over $300 out of your wallet.
I had cash like straight over like 350. I just cash right in my wallet.
So you had cash in your wallet?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't see her take it out or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you never got your wallet back?
No.
All right, so... Because I'm sorry, like I said, I'm still trying to make sure I have all the details right, because I was under the impression she like took the money out of your wallet and said she was going to go pay somebody or something. No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Then do you know if she had any money to go find somebody to do it?
No. No, I don't know if she had any money.
Mm-hmm.
If she got any money, mm-hmm.
Did she mention to you about paying someone to do it?
We was talking, arguing, not arguing, but like, yeah.
What exactly did she say?
She said, if you can't do it, no, you can't find nobody to do it, I'll pay somebody to do it or something like that.
So she just said she'd pay somebody to do it?
Yeah, but I just. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the friend came, he met you. You know how many times you went up to the apartment? Do you remember if it was within that hour?
I don't know. I just came home. Well, I didn't come home. I came to the neighborhood. He was here. He just told me we getting weed, and then I realized I lost my scale.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go upstairs get the scale. Then I came back down. I gotta get the leaf. I came back upstairs for the leaf. Then I got the lighter and stuff. I came back upstairs for the lighter. And then my girl called me and said something, so I came back upstairs.
Driving around?
Yeah, I think I
How close? Like, was it a day after? Right? Like, when was it?
think it was right when I found out.
Mm-hmm. Did he already know?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He was like, damn, man, it's fucked up, man. Whoever did it, man, deserve to be under the jail.
Yeah.
And that's why when she said, man, I'm fucked up, man. I'm like, man, I'm fucked up, man. And he's like, how you think I feel, man? I was like, how you think I feel, man? Like, I'm crazy, man. I don't know, like, what to think, man. Like, and he was saying the same thing. I'm like, yeah, man. And he sounded like he was, like, breathing on hard. He was sad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about Draco? Have you talked to Draco?
I haven't physically talked to him, like, text him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Draco, I think he said keep your head up or something like that. He was like, keep your head up. And, he asked me, for some money to, come to a funeral, or the candlelight and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to the funeral?
The candlelight, I didn't go to the candlelight, I went to the funeral.
Why you didn't go to the candlelight?
Because I went to, I had a football game.
Oh, okay.
And I played it for her.
Where you play football at?
I played semi-pro.
Where?
I played Northeast Georgia Wolverines.
The Northeast Georgia Wolverines?
Yeah, it's in Winder, Georgia.
Okay.
Stop at the 1 hour 11 minute mark. In all of the, I suppose, deflecting, naming other people, giving you other avenues of supposed investigation, did Austin Ford ever tell you that he was at Yellow River Park?
No.
Did Austin Ford ever tell you that he was at Yellow River Park and took the firearm that killed Tori away from Yellow River Park?
During that call, no.
During that call?
No.
During that call, did he tell you that he was at Yellow River Park and left with Tori's car from that area?
No.
After that phone call, what was your next avenue of investigation?
Because, excuse me, the timeline was unclear and he was having issues remembering certain things. In cases like this, timelines can be extremely important. So I requested his phone records, and I believe after this interview, I also obtained his Gmail records.
I'm sorry, his what record?
His Google email records. I apologize.
To show you. States Exhibits 55, 56, 57, 58. We'll start with 55. What is States Exhibit 55?
That is the Superior Court search warrant that were Austin's records.
Did you apply for that search warrant?
I did.
Is that a true and accurate copy of the search warrant you applied for Austin Ford's phone records?
Yes.
Has anything been added to it, taken away from anything like that?
No.
Your Honor, state with tender States Exhibit 55 for record purposes. No objection.
All right, it is admitted for record purposes only without objection.
Did the phone company respond to that search warrant?
They did.
Show you what's marked as States Exhibit number 56. What is States Exhibit number 56?
This is the certification of authenticity that the phone companies usually send.
So when they send you phone records, they don't send you a big stack of paper that I can slam up on the table, do they?
No, it's multiple files.
And did they respond with multiple files that constituted Austin Ford's phone records?
It did.
And does this letter certify that those are the business records and Austin Ford's phone records?
Yes.
Your Honor, state with tender States Exhibit 56 for record purposes. No objection.
All right, 56 is admitted for record only without objection.
Show you what's marked as States Exhibit 57. What is States Exhibit 57?
That's the Superior Court search warrant for Austin's Google account.
And did you apply for that search warrant?
I did.
Is it a true and accurate copy of the search warrant you applied for Austin's Gmail records?
It is.
And was that signed and approved by a Superior Court judge?
It was.
Your Honor, tender States Exhibit 57 for record purposes. No objection.
57 is admitted for record purposes only without objection.
Did Google respond to that search warrant?
They did.
When Google responds to that search warrant, what do they send you, give you access to?
So they'll give you what they call like tombstone records, and it's locations that are captured from the Google account, usually like from an advertisement ID that's on cell phones. It gives you search histories. It gives you web search histories. It gives you app usage. It gives you measurements. It'll tell you how far you travel sometimes. It'll tell you your method of travel based on how fast you're going. It gives you contact information. It gives you photos. There's a lot of stuff it gives you. It's kind of scary.
And does that come in a boxes and boxes, reams of paper, physical format?
No,
How does that come to you?
it comes in digital files.
And do they provide States Exhibit number 58?
They do.
What is States Exhibit number 58?
It's similar to the T-Mobile record. It's basically just to authenticate the records and to say that they came from Google.
And did you actually receive the records from Google along with States Exhibit 58?
I did.
Your Honor, stay with tender States Exhibit 58 for record purposes? No objection, Judge.
All right, 58 is admitted for the record only without objection.
Secretary Carter, after you received those records, did you review them?
I did.
Tell me what your review of Austin's cell phone records told you.
So on the day, I compared it to the timeline for the day prior to Tori passing. I know that she was seen on Ring camera walking up the stairs, I believe at 10:39, and then her and Austin walking downstairs at 10:42 p.m. He stated that he didn't go anywhere after that. A text message was sent from his phone, I believe at like 11:05. So how the Google records or the phone records work, especially if you obtain them like a couple months later, it'll give you the location of the tower that is being used when that method is taking place, like a text message, phone call, and then it'll provide a direction that it's coming from. They refer to it as an azimuth. So the call and activity that was placed in that time was at a tower that could have been at Austin's apartment. Well, Austin could have been at the apartment, but the azimuth was in a different direction. I also saw...
What does that azimuth being in a different direction mean as far as your understanding of how that works?
So the cell phone that was placing the call he wasn't at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were continuing on?
Yes. I also observed multiple, because he told me he went upstairs after Tori left, and he didn't leave his apartment again until he went to buy the marijuana. The phone number that was registered to Jayla it called him approximately, I think it was 5 to 6 times.
In what time frame?
So there was a text message sent at 11:05 from Austin's phone, and then from 11:05 till I believe it was 11:46 p.m. there were 5 phone calls placed. They rang to his voicemail. So when someone doesn't answer a call that is placed, the way the phone records show it, it shows that another outgoing call is placed from the target phone number, so Austin's phone number, and it rings to his voicemail. So that's how we can tell based on the records that he didn't answer the call. And in some of those calls, they weren't pinging off the tower anymore. So when there'll be a record of it coming up that the call was placed to the phone, but it won't register to a certain tower.
So let's be clear, the date that we're talking about, is this on the 27th of July, 2021?
Yes. It's the day before Tori was located.
And so and you have to, between 11:19 and 11:46, you said?
No, so the calls may have been placed, the 5 calls may have been placed between, 11:19 to 11:46. The text message was just sent from his phone at 11:05.
Okay, so there was
The calls, yes.
leaving the phone at 11:05. 5 calls coming in that weren't answered between 11:19 and when?
At 11:46, I believe.
And that was from a number you had identified as being Jayla's.
Correct.
And is Jayla the person who he identified in your interview as being his girlfriend?
Yes, who he said was in his apartment, which is why I found it odd that she was calling him, because he said he was in his apartment.
After the 5 calls that weren't answered, at least as it relates to the phone records, what happened?
He, at 11:46, he returns the call to, he calls Jayla back. So you can see the outgoing call towards Jayla, and I believe it was like a couple minutes long. It wasn't like a very long conversation. I also can see where Tori's mother, Teresa, attempted to contact him. That was it was the next morning, but a couple hours later, I believe it was like 1:40-ish. No, it was after 1:42. It was like a minute after 1:42, because he called her. The records show that he answered and spoke to her a minute after he was seen coming back on the Ring camera. Then the next day after the incident, when Tori was located, there were no calls placed to her. There were no attempts to reach out to her from the phone records.
So you had identified Tori's phone number.
Yes.
And the defendant's phone number.
Yes.
And on the 28th of July, there were no calls from the defendant to Tori.
Yes.
Have there previously been calls between those two phone numbers that were present in the records that you obtained from T-Mobile?
Yes, multiple times per day. The reason it kind of stood out is because we had located Tori already on July 28th, but we hadn't identified her yet. So it wasn't released that she had passed.
So it wasn't, as far as you, it wasn't released to the public by Gwinnett Police.
So we released her tattoos to help identify her, but she wasn't positively identified by her family until July 29th, I believe, the next day.
And with all of this information from the phone call or from those phone records, what was it? What did you do next?
I obtained a search warrant for his Gmail account.
Where did you obtain his Gmail account?
He gave it to me.
Do you recall what the account was?
I think it had his name and like some numbers at gmail.com.
And did you apply for a search warrant for his Gmail?
I did.
And did you again receive data from Gmail?
I did.
Did you analyze the data from Gmail?
I did.
What did you learn from the data you analyzed after obtaining the defendant's Google records?
So the first thing I analyzed was the tombstone data location, because it is often more accurate than what cell phone companies can provide, because again, they just give like kind of a directionality within a certain distance that the phone could be. So Google can give you actual coordinates where a phone could be located at certain times. And I took those and so it comes in an Excel file. I converted the Excel file to a CSV file, and that's just because that's what is compatible with Google Earth. I then imported the data for that day into Google Earth and mapped Austin's locations after Tori left and around the time that he was there. And it did show him being at his apartment. At the time, we already knew he was there because he's seen on Ring camera with her. And then at 11:05, at the time he sent the text message, it actually showed.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna stop it right there. We will be reacting on these videos. I just wanted y'all to keep up with the trial, what happened to her, Tori. But what do y'all think? Do y'all believe Austin? It's something about Austin. And in this case here reminds me of another case that we have accomplished. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this young man. Do y'all think he has anything to do with Tory Lane, Yellow River death? This has been your girl, The Real Deal, Anita Gill. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.